Hey there guys, Dan Dix here reporting for Press for Truth, and check out this article that just came out today from the National Post. It's titled, "Accused Via Rail Terrorist Worried Plot Wasn't Going to Be Deadly Enough to Justify Work." Now this is just a blatant propaganda piece coming out today that's just designed to further condition Canadians for the war on terror. And look who just so happens to make an appearance in their little hit piece here. I was amongst the media scrum here, just trying to sift through the lies and ask some real questions for the lawyer of the accused here. So I'll include some links in the description to their video report and also to my video report, so you can compare the difference between how the mainstream media covers an event like this and how we here at PFT cover an event like this. Now, the two who are accused and are currently on trial in Toronto are there for allegedly planning to derail a passenger train in 2012. Now, Rahid Jasser is one of those two men who's been charged with the plot, and he allegedly told an undercover FBI agent who was involved that the derailment is only going to result in killing a few sheep. Now, the other man who's being accused of terrorism, Shabib Ezegayer, allegedly said in a recorded conversation that this operation isn't just beginning. If you don't get out from our land, we will do more and more. Now, the two men were arrested back in 2013 for allegedly planning on attacking and killing Canadians because of the wars of aggression overseas. Not because they hate us for our freedoms or our values or whatever Stephen Harper was trying to tell us the other day. And both Ezegayer and Jasser have both pleaded not guilty and said that they would defend themselves vigorously. Now, Ezegayer, on the other hand, did travel to Iran and possibly Afghanistan, where, again, it's alleged that he was instructed on how to carry out jihad. So he later returned to Montreal, where he was studying for his PhD, and he establishes a terrorist cell. Now, whether or not the Mujahideen that Ezegayer met with was CIA or not is still unclear at this point, and I'm sure it's probably never going to come up in this court case. But we certainly can't put it past the Western intelligence agencies to provoke this kind of a scandal. Just having Ezegayer travel to Iran on two separate occasions helps to serve the neocon agenda that Iran is just a hotbed of terrorist activity that needs to be attacked and occupied. And having Western cells just pose as jihadists on the Afghanistan-Iran border, simply just to train and fund homegrown radicals, also serves an agenda. Because Iran is demonized, and homegrown terrorism is then promoted. And as a result, we get all this anti-terror legislation that just takes away all of our liberties. And not to mention, having the FBI expose these plots just serves this meme that it's only the all-powerful centralized state that can combat any of this terrorism that we're all so terrified of here. And it's not like these Middle Eastern cells even need to have any direct involvement with the CIA. Because through Saudi Arabia, the CIA proxy in the Middle East, and their occupation of Afghanistan, well, the CIA can exert a whole bunch of indirect influence to create all kinds of results that they want to get. And in this case, it's having a Canadian travel to Iran, meet with some radical Islamists, and then return to Canada. So Ezegayer set up this cell in Canada, and Rahid Jasser just became an integral part of it all. And as they're allegedly developing this plan to derail a via rail train, well, wouldn't you know it, they just so happen to have become involved with an undercover FBI agent. Now, of course, it's not all that surprising to find undercover FBI agents here in Canada. Both Canada and the US share their surveillance data through the Five Eyes network, and also the American Coast Guard has all the power that the RCMP has right here in our Canadian waterways. And the coordination between the two countries, especially in regards to terrorism-related investigations, is just clearly evident. But, of course, there's been a publication ban which has kept the identity of this FBI agent from being revealed. Now, Jasser was allegedly hoping for a bigger impact. Instead of all the tools and the equipment necessary to just destroy this bridge and only kill 50 to 60 people, or just a few sheep, well, Jasser wanted to get the target of a lone wolf. He allegedly said that unlike the United States, Canadian leaders are accessible because they feel safe. And he allegedly wanted to hire a sniper or either learn to shoot himself to assassinate leaders and members of the Jewish community. Now, these are the views that eventually led to the falling out between Jasser and Ezekiel, and Jasser then told the undercover FBI agent that the bridge plan was rushed and it wouldn't work, and that he was going to focus on this hunting plan instead. So this is, they've both been arrested since then, back on April 22nd of 2013, and they're both in custody now and have been ever since. Now, this trial is taking place in Ontario. It's expected to take between 6 to 8 weeks, so we're going to keep an eye on this one, folks, so definitely stay tuned for any updates. We'll put out updates as they continue to develop. And also, please be sure to check out this video here that I put out and released on July 12th of 2013 called Conditioning Canadians for the War on Terror. And in this video, I outlined exactly how all of this is done. So I'll include a link in the description. Please, guys, watch it, share it with your friends, get the word out on this one. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Be sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube if you haven't already. And you can keep up to date with everything we're doing by following us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And stay tuned, guys. We're going to have a lot more video reports coming very soon to pressfortruth.ca.